Hey everyone, once again welcome back with another Laravel Interne interview. So I'm waiting for a guy to join me here for the Laravel intern interview. So let's wait for a few moments to join us. He is still asking me that he sent a message on my WhatsApp, but still he is not there. Okay, let's wait for a few minutes. I joined it on 4 p.m. and 4 minutes are already gone. And give me a minute. Okay, yes, came now. I'm going to do this request. Okay, okay. Can you please tell me something about yourself?
Okay, my name is Timothy. I love coding and cybersecurity. I also love teaching. So I like sharing my knowledge with others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, how much experience you have in PHP Laravel?
Okay, I think I started like 2020 after the lockdown. I'll say 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a good knowledge in Laravel and PHP. So we are going to start with the first core PHP and then we will move further to the Laravel, right?
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thanks, sir.
Yeah. So my first question is from you is what is difference between double equal and triple equal?
Okay, okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
what do we call?
Sorry.
Okay, can you
Yeah, yeah, sure.
hear
Take
me?
your time.
So, don't equal it's a comparison of a data that checks if two two operands are equal. For instance,
Mm-hmm.
um, if I put
Mm-hmm.
a five as an integer
Mm-hmm.
and I put double equal and I put another five. So double equal will check if the operand on the left is equal to the operand on the right.
Mm-hmm.
While triple equal both and if they are of the same data type. So if
Yes.
I put a 5 on the left and a triple
Mm.
equal and I put a 5 in
Ex-
quotes, that's in a string
exactly.
form.
Exactly. You are
Yeah,
right. Right.
yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, so my next question is about variables. So, what is difference between local variable and global variable?
Okay, a local variable is gets only from the function it was created in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. While a global variable is a variable with a large scope, it is usually created outside of a function and can be accessed from inside a function and called from wherever in
Mm.
the program.
Okay, okay. So, can you please tell me the difference between the print and echo?
Okay, I think echo is used um, to output strings,
Mm.
while print is more robust. It's used to like print out a data type, it needs to print out more information about something, maybe the name of the variable and the data type, for instance. I,
Mhm.
I, I'm not sure if I said it the right way.
Okay, okay, it's okay. Okay, so which database you used with the PHP and Laravel? Mostly you using, what's your preferable
My,
database?
my SQL, sir.
Okay, MySQL.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can I ask few question about MySQL?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay, what is difference between primary key and unique key?
Primary key and unique key.
Yeah.
Okay, primary key is a key that is used to identify a record
Mm-hmm.
in a table, while a unique key is more like a key, it's more like a constraint that specifies that that field can only contain unique values.
Hmm. It's only about specific column.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay, good. So, do you familiar with the join and tell me what is the functionality of left join?
Okay, okay. So join is basically to help us connect
Hmm. Yeah.
two tables.
Hmm.
So left join it goes this way. It makes sure it gets all the data from the left table and only those that match the condition on the right table. So
Right
that's
table.
left.
Hmm. So it will load the left column data and what it will load from the next table. You can say
Yeah,
that it's
from the right table, only the records that meet the condition
okay. You
will
mean
be
then
read.
matching data?
Yes, matching it. Yes.
Yeah, right, right. Okay, now let's come to the Laravel, which is our main purpose to. Okay, so what's the Laravel version you are working with this now, and how many versions? How many versions which you work like Laravel 7, 8, 9, 10?
Okay, sir.
Hmm?
Move to it. Currently, I am using Laravel 10.
Okay, using Laravel 10. Awesome. Okay, so my first question is about how Laravel life cycle works. Laravel request life cycle.
Okay, okay. Let me just explain in the way I understand. So, there is a file called index.php
Hmm.
in our public folder.
Right.
Yeah, so inside that file,
Okay, I came back. Basically, my computer storage was reached, so that's why recording was stopped. So that's why I clean up it little bit and then came back. Sorry about this.
no, no problem.
Okay, so you are telling me that Laravel request cycle is started from the index.php file and then what's next?
Yeah, so in that um, PHP file, that is where it makes the connections to the core Laravel functionality.
Hmm.
And I think that's where it loads the bootstrap file and some other thing. And I think that's where it actually starts from. So every request has to go through that index.php file. So I think that's how I understand it.
Okay, what else you know where your request is go there on the console kernel or HTTP kernel, then how it came from the providers, middlewares, and these things.
Yeah? Sorry, I didn't get
Yeah, your Laravel Life's live
that.
request cycle works from index.php. Then it's create the instant our application. Then go with the our kernel. If it's the request is HTTP, then it's go to the HTTP request. Otherwise, it will go to the console kernel, then go to the further stuff like providers, middlewares, controllers, and view, and so on things. So
Okay.
yeah, at the end of this video, I will also cover those points and answer all of the questions what I'm asking from you here.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, so this will increase your knowledge that what you have answered. So basically, you can compare the both one, like your ones and the
Yeah.
actual answer, like ones.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, you are welcome. Okay, so now I'm going to ask about Laravel middleware.
Okay.
So did you use Laravel middleware?
Yes, I do, sir.
Okay, what's the main functionality of Laravel middleware?
Okay. The way I understand it, Laravel middleware is used to filter requests. For instance, it's just like a firewall in cybersecurity.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
can say I block this IP address from entering to this firewall. So a middleware is just the first place where a request goes to. It is scan a middleware helps scan a request and see if it passes some condition, and a middleware knows where to redirect the request to. For instance, so if a user is trying to make a request to an authenticated route,
Hmm.
a middleware is going to check if that user is really an authenticated user. And if true, you can move the person to the authenticated one he wanted to request for. And if he's not authenticated, it can redirect him back to the login page. So the middleware is more like a filter. That's the way I see it.
Hmm. Right. Right. Okay. So do you familiar with the resource route and what are
Yes.
these and what's the purpose of using these resource route and what are the benefits?
Okay. Resource routes are basically a way to reduce the stress of creating CRUD functionalities and their routes from scratch. So
Hmm.
CRUD means create, read, update, and delete.
Hmm.
So resource route with just one line of code, I can register a resource route and connect it to a resource controller that will give me all the boilerplate that
Hmm.
will enable me work on a CRUD application.
Great. Great. Okay, in same case we use also resource controller. So in resource controller you know about one concept which is implicit model binding. So what is this?
Okay, in this route model finding, I'm hearing the
Yeah.
concept for the first time. The one I know of is route model finding.
Okay, you know the route model binding.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Then my next question is about you use the eloquent and query builder both, right?
Yes, I use more of eloquent, but this thing I have to start using query builder because of some complex queries that require that.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. So I use both of them.
Okay, eloquent. So do you know what are the pros and cons where we need to use eloquent, where we need to use a query builder?
Honestly, I will pass on that. I don't really know how to say. I don't really. I just use them.
Yeah, but there is a huge difference between their usage purposes. For example, if you have a large data, if you know about query builder versus model, so which way you need to handle this data. So this is most important thing for the bigger projects or enterprise level projects.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you need to learn it about that where we need to use a query builder.
Okay.
Okay, so another concept is about gate. So do you use gate in your application or another is policies? Also tell me the difference between gate versus policies.
Okay. This question is tricky. I've read about Git one.
Mm-hmm.
but I've not really implemented it. But this is the way I see it. Um, Games just help us to um, give access or allow a user to view something based on their role of permission. I think by the time I read something about it on the blogs,
Mm-hmm.
while policies are more like just like the word policy goes, they are like set standards we do in our application that the whole application requires lifestyle pass to follow, something like that. But the way I understand policies from the cybersecurity point of view, but I've not really used it in Laravel, to be honest. But I've heard of Git.
Mm-hmm. But to be honest, I didn't get you. Can you please tell me the difference in a single line? I mean,
Okay. I would say I don't know the difference. Let me be honest. I would say I
okay,
don't
no
know.
problem. If you don't know, simply say that. Sorry, no
Okay,
problem.
sure.
Every person knows some knowledge. No one can understand the whole knowledge, right? Everyone have their own skills, their knowledge, their expertise, and so on things.
Yeah.
Okay, now my question is about Slug. So, do you use Slug in your application?
Yes, I use log. I use a library for that.
Okay,
Party slogan.
okay, Sparty selectable. Okay, this
Yeah.
is the package. And can you please tell me the purpose of this one, or you can say that advantage of this package? What's the main
Okay,
reason why we are using this one?
yeah, this party package helps me easily control my slots. For instance, all I need to do is install the package and implement some of its interfaces, and then for every model I want that needs a slug, I just add a slug field to the table, and boom, it does it for me automatically. So I've not done it from scratch, but I've used Laravel Static plugin for it. So
Mhm.
one of the advantages is that it is easy to use.
Hmm. Okay, I will ask this again from you. Think about it, and please hold for a minute. It's a Azan time. It's a prayer time.
Okay.
Okay, so you are telling about the slug. What's the main advantage of using this slug? Why we use this?
Okay. Slug. I think Slug helps in SEO,
Mm-hmm.
um, search engine optimization,
Mm-hmm.
because browser search engines sometimes index those data. For instance, I use Slug in part of my portfolio. My portfolio has a blog part where I sometimes post articles on software engineering and cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm.
So I use Slug part for that. Um, with my what do you call it, on my domain name,
Got
the
it.
route, sorry, the route parameter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I make sure I put the
Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Okay. Fine. Fine. So, do you think that Slug is also used for the security purposes, and how?
Well, I don't know, I don't really know about security problems when it comes to law. This is actually a side scope and I'm learning.
Hmm.
So,
Okay, let me give you an example. For
okay.
example, you have a website, public website where everyone can see the information, and
Yes.
each information belong to a specific user ID, right?
Yes. Yes.
Right. So for example, you are logged in and you are no I'm yeah, basically I'm talking about the functionality about the logged in user, but each user have their own functionality or their own post or their own images.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
for example, I opened my dashboard, and it's open. I have assigned only two products, which ID is one and other is two,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
it's open in the URL that post slash one. So I'll be able to see my post. If I'll enter two, so still I'm able to see my post. But what if that I will enter the five, so it will still open my post. I open other users post too. So do you think it's
Yes.
good
Yes,
to?
yes, you are actually reminded me. Yes, log can be used for security. So instead of displaying the ID of that product, I just put a slug there.
Hmm.
Yes, you are right. You just reminded me. Thank you very much.
Okay, and how you will prevent this action? For example, first thing is you, yes, this is you will use the slug here instead of ID. But what if someone guess this slug, right? For example, you name this Laravel 10, and someone guess this and enter this and expose this information. So how you will prevent this user to not access the information?
Yes, the way I do it is I also often do a check to
Hmm.
check if the user who is trying to access the product is actually the owner. So in my piece of code, I have a reusable method that I can just call anywhere, check if user is the owner. And in that check, I just will do the if
Hmm.
alt user ID is not equals, then I abort the request.
Yeah.
So that's how I do it.
Good, good. And my last question is, which is very similar to your recent answer, is about what is difference between the authentication and authorization.
Thank you, sir. Let me explain video. Thank you. So authentication it is you identify a user. So
Hmm.
authentication simply means who are you? It's like asking a question. Who are you?
Hmm.
Right? So
Right.
after you now tell the system who you are and it can really ascertain that you are the right person, authorization now comes in. Authorization simply means giving users access based on their rules or permission. So that's where I understand it. So for instance, I
Yeah,
work on an
yeah,
app
got it,
and
got you. So
thank you,
basically,
sir.
authorization mean that we are giving the permission to the user to access the specific resource or not.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, great. You have, as you mentioned, that you have 2 years of experience, and yes, of course, you are good in the Laravel, and
Thank you.
this one is a interne, Laravel interne, Laravel intern interview. So that's why I'm not going to ask the higher question like we have more options like junior Laravel developer, mid Laravel developer, and senior Laravel developer. So you can also
Thank you.
contribute into the new ones. Like from the next week, we are going to hold the another, which is junior Laravel interview. So you can also
Yes,
contribute and enhance your skills.
thank you. Thank you very much, sir.